Hello guys, and welcome to this brief overview of my Patreon. I've been talking about Patreon for a while. I announced it recently as well, of course, and now it's finally here. And this is the page, this is the Patreon page. It might look a bit different actually. I don't know if this is the creator page, if that looks any different to what you'll see, but essentially there's 3 tiers and you get all the same stuff on each tier. There's the replica tier, player issue tier, match 1 tier. In many ways, I don't expect you guys to be paying these higher tiers necessarily. It's quite a bit. But if you do, there will be a sticker and a mug with this lovely logo on them as a thank you. But the prices are there. You've got the dollars price there. But essentially, it's £5, £10, £20 plus VAT a month. With that, what do you get for your money there? Well, most excitingly, at least from my perspective, you'll get access to More Than a Shirt Academy. Now, More Than a Shirt is, if you like, the brand that's surrounding my Patreon. And More Than a Shirt is basically going to be, as I say, covering a few different areas. One of them being the Academy. And the Academy is going to cover all sorts of tutorial content. And this tutorial content is going to basically be stuff I've learned since going freelance. And even before then, as I was building my own personal brand to what it is today. And it will be really practical stuff which will hopefully help you guys, whether you're aspiring to be a content creator or whether you're just interested in dabbling in some creative stuff. So, to give you a bit of a preview, if you take something like Photoshop, so I've got a couple of quick, just little things that we'll be talking about. So say you've got this image of Totty. We'll talk about things like image editing, so just uses of different color filters and even tidying things up this side of the image here. So, you know, basic image editing, which can be really helpful if you're going to be working in social media or if you're just going to be posting images. Also things like if you were to, cut players out of an image. So there's Totty there, I've already cut him out. Obviously you can then either take him into another graphic or, manipulate him on here. So yeah, stuff like cutting out players, again, quite a key skill which will really help you and really develop your graphic design skill set. Slightly crazier stuff like this. Again, I certainly don't claim to be a graphic designer, but how do you get a little image like that? And we'll go through lots of different stuff. So it'll be stuff like that. Also stuff like this. I've got an image of Maldini here. Let's say I want to get rid of, I think that's Kalina. Not that I'd ever want to get rid of Kalina in the background, but if you did, there you go. There's a bit of a rough edit there. But yeah, how do you do that on Photoshop? So little practical tools, tips, tricks, basically that I've learned, which will really help you, I think, if you are going to be a content creator or aspiring to be a content creator. Also things like if I wanted to do some of those retro sponsor graphics that I've been creating for Football Shirt Collective. If you've seen any of these images in this thread and wondered how do you create that, how do you go about creating that, I'll cover that. Even things like how do you find good images online, where are some of the good places to go, what are some of the tools that you can use in Google to find high-res images. It sounds quite obvious, but a lot of people don't know. So it'll be stuff like that as well. So yeah, I'm really excited about the Academy content. It will be a regular stream of content. I'm hoping for about 1 a week, if not more. As I say, really practical tools using Photoshop and just stuff which will really actually work in the real world and should be a lot of fun to go through. So that's the Academy, that's the More Than a Shirt Academy. There's also going to be a Slack group, and this Slack group I've just got it open here. I'm the only member at the moment, but hopefully you guys can join me in this Slack group. There'll be a few key things that we'll talk about in this group. It'll be a private group just for supporters. One of the things that will be part of this Slack group is basically an opportunity to get first dibs when I do my collection sales. Now, I sell shirts in my collection fairly often, and I mean, here's a few examples of previous sales. I've found in the past that when I've posted these sales on Twitter, which I quite enjoy doing, I much prefer it to eBay. It's just a lot quicker and there's a lot more immediate engagement. Often my DMs are absolutely flooded and I basically can't get around to everyone. The shirts sell pretty quick most of the time, but supporters of my Patreon, supporters of More Than a Shirt, will basically get the opportunity to buy the shirts before anyone else. So if you like shirts and you like collecting shirts, I mean, if you're watching this, you probably do, this is a chance to get first dibs on this sort of stuff. And as I say, I tend to sell shirts fairly regularly, and I sell pretty much any type of shirt. Some of this stuff's really rare, some of it's a bit cheaper, so there's something for everyone. So you'll get that if you're part of the Slack group. You'll also have a chance to find out what content is coming up on both Phil's Corner and Modern Shirt Academy, and help me decide what to do next. Maybe even appear in videos. There'll be opportunities to basically guest on videos, and that'll be open to every tier. So if you're really keen on a particular subject, you'd be very welcome to appear either by video or audio form, whatever you'd prefer. But yeah, supporters will get a chance just to help me curate the content, and as I say, guest on occasion, and just general chat about shirts. I talk, of course, a lot about shirts, but there's a lot of stuff which doesn't go onto my Twitter. So if you want to get my immediate take on a shirt, if you want to find out, some of my opinions on something that I've not put on Twitter, I'll be talking about it in here, and hopefully there can be a daily conversation. I'm also thinking maybe we could talk about any deals we find online. You know what? I'm going to add that channel as we speak. We'll call that Deal Finder. So yeah, if we're on eBay, if anyone is in the group is on eBay, and we find a deal, this could be a good place to post it. Again, I don't tend to post many deals on Twitter. It's kind of the way I've moved my brand, I guess, but in many ways I still am looking for shirts like we all are. So there we go, that's the Slack group. In many ways, just a private group for supporters, and who knows, over time that might develop. We might do some more content through this, but that should be a lot of fun. And as I say, any supporter will be part of that. And yeah, there'll be a shout out on the videos, of course, for all supporters. And who knows, there could be lots more to come. But basically, guys, it would be incredible if you would support me. I'm realistic about, this is quite a lot of money to be asking, particularly on these higher tiers. And honestly, guys, your support just by watching the content and consuming the content and just engaging and chatting with me means so much more than this money could. But having said that, it would be so cool if a few of you guys would join in, and as I say, it could be something that really grows and develops, hopefully. So yeah, that's more than a shirt, that's my Patreon. As I say, the Academy content I think is going to be really exciting, and there's loads of topics. I've already got quite a few ideas, but basically anything really that I can think of that's going to be useful, that's going to be helpful, I'll be doing a video on. And of course, all this comes alongside Phil's Corner, and that'll be continuing, and that'll of course be outside of Patreon, so that'll be free as it is at the moment. And there's loads to come. I've got so many ideas for that. But thank you for watching, guys. As I say, this is the Patreon, and there'll be a link on my Twitter, as well as a link on the video here to this page. Really excited. This should hopefully be starting very soon. Within the next week, there should be the first Academy video. And there'll be a collection sale in the next couple of weeks too. So thank you for watching. If you're new to this channel, this is of course the Phil's Corner YouTube. Please subscribe, and please like and share this video and the future episodes to come. The More Than a Shirt Academy videos will be private. They'll be for the for the Patreon members only. But there'll be loads more content coming on this channel. So do subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon.